Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon, and then I post these videos up, and I'm going to start doing them at least 3 to 4 times a week, because apparently that's what YouTube wants. Don't get me started. It's not like I have all this free time. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just a little bitter. I really am. Because it's kind of like, I know, social media. Don't get me started. I just, yeah. Because it would be nice if they would just drive people to people's shows, but they don't. And apparently they're saying now that, oh, you have to post 3 or 4 times a week. And I'm like, I have a full-time job. What are you people doing? Anyway, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. All right. So I'd like to thank my sponsor, BetterHelp, and it fell over. Oh my goodness. Things get knocked over in this office, honestly. Okay, BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. They're an online therapy company. They are international. They are all over the world. I've had really good feedback from people using them. They're very affordable. That is what I like, is that they're easy access and very affordable. And they do packages of like 4. If you don't like your therapist, you just go online and say, hey, didn't like them. Let me fill out some questions about why and what I'm looking for. And then they put you with a different therapist if that is the case. So thank you to my sponsor, BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. So there that is. All right. So today's one and only question, because I'm going to be releasing a question a day, apparently. Sorry about that, Kate. Today's question is, why do narcissists disavow their own children? So why, if they've got kids, but then they get together with somebody else who also has kids, that suddenly their own kids like are put on way past the back burner and it's all about this new kid? All right. Well, narcissists hate themselves to the core. I cannot emphasize that enough. If you look at a narcissist on the inside, psychologically speaking, they are a black, seething abyss of absolute hatred. Self-hatred, other hatred, all hatred. They're just not very nice or good people. So, they hate themselves. They hate anything that is of them because it's a part of them. And they hate themselves. So, of course, they're going to hate their own kids. So, something that my dad would do, is to give an example, is that my dad would fawn all over all my friends. All my friends could do no wrong. And he would often say things like, oh, I wish she was my daughter. I'm right here. Hello. Yeah. So he would pay attention to my friends. He would pay attention to other people. Could care less about what I was doing. Okay. Narcissists hate themselves to the core. They hate their kids to the core. Let's be clear. They literally hate everybody to the core. In case you haven't, been paying attention to all of these videos, they hate themselves. They hate everyone else. So when somebody comes along that's not a part of them, ooh, new, shiny, I can like them, or I can, they don't know who I am. They're not a part of me. I can, ooh, I'm going to pay attention to them and I'm going to mold them into, especially if the kids that they've had are onto them kind of thing. They will absolutely forget them and move on to the next new shiny thing. So in a lot of families, what they'll do is they'll do that. So they'll have their own kids. The other person will have kids. Their own kids get shoved to the side. The stepchild suddenly becomes the end all and be all of life. Or, as what happened in my dad's case, he married my mom. He had a family before, my brother and my sister. He totally ignored them. He pushed them to the side, and suddenly it was all about my mom, her daughter, my oldest sister, and then my sister and me, the ones from their marriage, because that was his new shiny family. And of course, then with him and me, it was like, oh, well, you're a part of me, so I don't love you, so I'm going to pay attention to all these strangers' kids. So that's what they do. They don't understand love, guys. They do not love. They do not love. I cannot emphasize that enough. They don't understand love. They don't understand loyalty. They don't understand friendship. They don't understand. They don't understand emotions. They don't get it. It's not in their wheelhouse, okay? So they disavow their own children, you bet, and throw them over for the new romantic interests kids because they're trying to impress the romantic interest. They're trying to mold somebody else to be what they want. They're trying to avoid having to deal with the icky feelings that they have about who they are. So when they see their kids and their kids are being normal kids make mistakes. Well, narcissists can't have that. Everybody has to be perfect. And if you make a mistake, you're not my child. That's literally what they do. They're crazy. They are so damaging and so crazy. And it drives me crazy when I hear people say things like, oh, well, you need to stay for the sake of the children. No, for the sake of the children, get the hell out. Seriously, your kids will thank you. Later on, they will. Because having to deal with a crazy dark triad or a crazy narcissist is damaging. And at that point, you're having to pick your damage. It's like, do you have the kids be damaged from the divorce and having to go back and forth? Or do you have the kids be damaged from having to 24/7 deal with the abuse? You know, pick the lesser of the two evils is really what it is. So anyway, yes. So abusers do disavow their own children in favor of the stepchild. Absolutely, because they hate themselves and they hate their kids and they hate basically everybody. And so they think that for this one brief shining moment, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be great. But then again, the stepchild is going to be a stepchild. And as soon as the stepchild doesn't do what they want it to do, want them or him or her to do, not it, but him or her to do, then, oh my God, they will come unglued and disavow them, but usually not as bloodily as they will disavow their own children. So they're jerks. I don't like them. In case you haven't noticed, I have absolutely zero sympathy for abusers. Zero. Zip, zero, zilch, nada. Not a damn thing. So, and do they know what they're doing? Yeah. 100%. 100%. This is not subconscious. This is not, oh, whatever. This is a conscious thought. I am going to get this person to love me by dumping my own kids and paying attention to their prodigy. So that's 100%. It is conscious. It is a conscious thing that they do. So they are disordered. Please remember that. Has nothing to do with you. Has everything to do with them. Healthy, normal people do not disavow their children when they're babies or even children. You know, there could be splits and rifts when the kids get older. Yeah, for sure. But you don't just throw your kids over for somebody else's kid. You just don't. That's not, no bueno. Everybody gets treated the same in a healthy family. And yes, there are Brady Bunch families where everybody gets treated the same. And there's not this favoring or this, ignoring and then paying attention to the other one. So, yeah, they do that. They absolutely do disavow their kids. Okay, so that is my video for Monday. And I will do another one on Wednesday. And there that is. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.